26-yard line of Cleveland. Again, working with a short field. Trying to make a cut. Ingram cannot get around Myles Garrett. Garrett said he's been thinking about this game ever since his last game when his season ended prematurely. This is a 3rd and 7 for Baltimore. Just under 5 minutes to play in the first. Dobbins, the motion man. Jackson, deep drop. Steps up, avoids the pressure initially, and then he just flings it away. Out of bounds in the direction of Andrews. The Browns defense holds up. Pressure from Myles Garrett. And looks like Baltimore is start of the second quarter. Ravens threatening. Ricard loses the ball, and the Browns jump on top of it. Patrick Ricard trying to get inside, and it's Myles Garrett on the recovery. Cleveland takes over.
I guess they thought they were trying to fool him, giving Ricard a carry. And what a terrific play. This is a second nice play by Larry Ogunjobi in the backfield. Watch number 65 in Brown. Gets through there, and not only does he make the tackle, he knocks the ball free from Ricard.
And then, Charles, I think it kicked off the foot of Ricard.
It did. Bounced all the way back because as he was scrambling.
But yet for a guy who's young and not trying to just force something right away, he understands the relationship with the defender and comes back off and knows exactly where his secondary receiver is.
Pass to the sideline is incomplete for John Ross, who's got just 51 career receptions for a first-round pick, 9th overall in 2017, and trying to stay healthy. Garrett got pressure on Burrow here.
Yeah, this offensive line, they have some issues, and if they can clean that up, you know, they've got weapons, and John Ross, who is in the offensive line, can they hold up to allow them to get down the field? And Joe Burrow's got to be smart here with the football.
And he's not. Gets it knocked out. Browns have it. And they take over basically where they just gave it back, as Myles Garrett knocked it away. Joe Jackson recovers, and the Browns are knocking on the door yet again.
Well, Myles Garrett slides inside, and Fred Johnson, he oversteps, and he opens it up. Watch right here. And so you got Gio Bernard right there who could give him a chip, who could secure the inside, but he doesn't. He's more interested in getting out into his route. Myles Garrett, that's a great job of coming up the field and making a play. This league, but it just hasn't been a lot of times when they don't have a completion of, or one completion, I guess, of over 20 yards, and big plays have been hard to come by.
And now sacked. Flag is down. Gustin was the first one there, but he was not alone. Ogunjobi back there as well.
On 3rd this year at 30%. Head high snap to Haskins with backside pressure coming. He's in trouble, and Haskins is pulled down from behind by Myles Garrett. Got him by the shirt tail to yank him down at the 30.
And Myles Garrett, I mean, he's a big leaguer, right? I mean, he's as good as advertised, and he's in this track stance. I love the fact right there is the rip, and able to turn that short corner and use those long arms to be able to drag Dwayne Haskins down. I wish Dwayne tempo no huddle by Washington.
This has been effective for them at times today. But Haskins in trouble, and that's a strip. Ball is out, and it's recovered by Myles Garrett. The strip sack, the turnover again to Cleveland.
So in a meeting, we talked with Myles about the trifecta: strip, sack, and recovery. And exactly what he does. Myles Garrett working one-on-one. See the leverage he creates? This is so good, and such an athlete when you're that big of a man and you can play below the waist level of the offensive tackle, Christian, number 74. And the fact that he doesn't go for a kill shot on the quarterback, but #1 rule, and he said this, has a pass rusher, his first instinct is to always go for the football. And it's just amazing. That's the trifecta. He hit it. He talked about it.
Fortunately, the Cowboys, look, they're losing their center, Joe Looney. Again, Biotis, the rookie in there, played second half last week. The rookie from Wisconsin. Be a 2nd down and 6. And Prescott looking to throw it. Has some pressure, and down he goes. The hometown boy, Myles Garrett, who grew up in Arlington, delivers on the 2nd play from scrimmage.
And you just have to be aware, right? That's Myles Garrett going up against Terrence Steele, the undrafted free agent rookie. He's done a good job being pressed into servers, but you got to shore that up. You got to give him a little help. Dak Prescott cannot hold that ball. He's got to turn it loose, throw it away for the incomplete. Do not take that sack.
Homecoming for Garrett.
We've seen that type of production from Zeke in the first quarter.
Prescott, pressure, stripped, ball is loose. It's on the ground. It is picked up by Vernon, Cleveland. Myles Garrett, another strip sack for him. It's been a clinic in this early going, and he did it again, and Cleveland's got the turnover.
And just because you've got Tyron Smith back doesn't mean you need to check on Terrence Steele every once in a while. Dak Prescott has to understand that clock has to be speeding up a little bit when you know you're a straight one-on-one in pass protection against Myles Garrett. You've got no tight end help. You've got no running back chip to that side.
Myles Garrett, 2 sacks already today. He now has 5, which leads the league. And he's forced 3 fumbles already.
The 2nd game of the season for Johnson, activated from their practice squad the Saturday before the game in Chicago last week. 1st and 10, Rivers feels the pocket start to collapse. We know he's not very mobile, and they do get to him from the back, and it is Myles Garrett again. They lose 3 as Rivers, Adam, was able to kind of step up in the pocket and sack number 6. For Myles Garrett.
Myles Garrett has such an arsenal of moves. There aren't many like him. Look at how he just bends the corner on LaRaven Clark. I don't know if there's a rusher right now in the game who is as dominant right now than Myles Garrett over here, but Garrett looks to be in a one-on-one matchup.
Here he comes, pinning his ears back. They give chase. Rivers on the run. And it is incomplete. Boy, what an effort by Hines just to have a chance. Pressure coming by none other than Garrett, who had his league-leading 6th sack in the first half.
And just making Rivers flush in the pocket, running a game where the tackle comes inside, and they're going to try and get Garrett up inside. Good job by the Colts passing it off, but Rivers, as we know, is not the most.
2nd and 10.
Been a quiet day for Myles Garrett so far. Here he comes. Here he comes, and he's got Roethlisberger back at the 14, and the Browns will want to take a timeout here.
Well, you see Garrett trying to double, triple team him, but he's just too good. I mean, he takes a hit and just kind of keeps going, keeps his body leverage going, and then
making those completions one-on-one with the outside receivers on the sideline.
Play clock down to 1. Here they come. Garrett, football is loose. Who's got it? It's still loose, far side of the field. And they say Cleveland recovers the football. It's Roddy Harrison.
Play on the field. Goal to fumble. Recovered by Cleveland. So I have his body.
And Myles Garrett does it again for the Browns. He had a strip sack in 3 straight games earlier this season, and he's done it again for Cleveland. Incredible.
One-on-one, he's going to come from blind side hit. That's Jonah Williams singled up. And all day long, you give Garrett a blindside shot on the quarterback, he's going to tomahawk chop that ball out.
What Burrow was used to at Ohio State and LSU. Or does he go here on 1st and goal? Burrow flushed out of the pocket. Here comes Garrett giving chase. 2nd sack for Garrett. He has been a wrecker of offenses. Timeout taken by Cincinnati. It's the 4th sack by the Cleveland defense. 2nd for Garrett.
Boy, when you have somebody in position, they have a tight end there, you got to chip. Did you see that little inside move?
Second down and 2. And here is Duke Johnson, who'll be dragged down at the 40-yard line by Myles Garrett. Could be talking a lot about Myles Garrett today, man.
He's not a bad player. Yeah. Myles Garrett is one of the premier pass rushers in this league. And forget that, he's also one of the premier players. You saw right there making a play off the edge. Sets up this third down, Dick.
Coming in and 4 strip sacks leading the league. It'll be 3rd down and 3 after the loss of a yard on the last play.
Have to keep your eyes also on the quarterback here, Dick. Everybody spread out.
And the good protection dissolved in a hurry, and a loss back to the 32-yard line, and it's Myles Garrett who makes the sack. Boy, he takes the cues well, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does, and he was looking forward to this against Laramie Tunsil. You're going to see this on the outside. Tunsil straight back, gets his hands on him. It wasn't even close. Yeah, Garrett does a great job of using his hands while his hips are working separately. It's amazing. Now you got to watch Watson. Watson's feet are a huge factor right here.
4th and goal. And it's the quarterback semi-draw, and he's not going to make it. And it was Myles Garrett, the man of the moment, already with a sack and a 4th and goal stop for the Browns. And Cleveland takes over on downs. Big defensive play for Myles Garrett and Cleveland. So it was Watson, as you thought would be the case. But maybe Garrett said, I'm going to watch number 4.
3rd and 3. Tannehill. He gets crushed by Myles Garrett. Tannehill had no time to work, and Myles Garrett fires through.
Right there, and then watch the path to the quarterback and how quick he's off the ball and past the upfield shoulder of David Quessenberry. Remember preseason, before the first game, Myles Garrett told us he keeps a book on all offensive tackles.
Have an opportunity for a play-action pass whenever you want it with McSorley.
3rd and 2. Trace going to keep it, and he slips down.
And Trace hurt his left knee there. He went down really awkward. And if no Trace McSorley and Lamar Jackson in the locker room, I don't know who the 3rd quarterback's going to be.
So loss of 3 on the play.
You see him try and plant his right foot. Right there, it gives out. That left knee just buckles.
Baker said, yeah, we stay in touch, kind of mess with each other, go back and forth. Then he just drops this one. My brother has a dog from a litter of puppies that Freddie had. Myles Garrett comes around the edge, and they converge on McCoy and get him for the sack. So finally, Garrett able to get into the sack column here in the final half minute.
Yeah, well, he probably is going to tell you he needed that one, and that is what he's fully capable of doing. There aren't many guys that can make that kind of wiggle off the line of scrimmage, and this was a
Penn Elfline too on that left guard position. He was let go by the Vikings, reeled in here week 11 for the Jets, helping that offensive line. A veteran. 3rd and 4 for New York. Running back is Ty Johnson. Darnold hit and smothered, and down Myles Garrett got him. It's sack number 12 for Garrett. Comes through for sack, loss of 8, back to midfield.
Well, we talked about this matchup. He's going to be at the top of the screen against Becton. He's coming off the edge. Here's Becton here. Garrett's going to get the best of him on this one. Watch as he gets to the outside. He uses both hands to sweep that left arm of Becton away. Malcolm Smith's chest and knocks him over for a 1st down.
He's had some good runs here. He went well over 45 yards. 1st and 10. And ball was hit coming around. It may have been Garrett that knocked it free. Picked up, as you see there, by Smith. And they've called it an incomplete pass.
Well, they waited that long. Why didn't they just let it score and let the replay figure it out?
Well, that's the talk a lot of times.
Incomplete pass. But he blew the whistle after they were returning. It was about 5 yards from being a touchdown, and then they ruled it an incomplete pass. I think initially.
Please reset to 7:35.
Wow. His arm was cocked as we saw.
It is. And his.
I don't know. Was it going forward?
So the ball goes forward, so you have to think the arm's going, but does he have control of the ball? It's the biggest factor right now for the Browns.
Gigantic play, 3rd down and 4. Darnold. With time, Becton a block, here comes Darnold. And from behind, he was hauled down. Myles Garrett pressured him. Incomplete pass. Garrett comes up, pressuring the Jet quarterback, 4th and 4. And they'll bring out the field goal unit.
I almost think, had you... I just got through saying if an incompletion, it's like, now you're
moving. We approach 11 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. The Browns have a 24-9 lead on Pittsburgh. 3rd and 6 for Rudolph and company. Rudolph's pass is ruled incomplete. He was looking for Kevin Rader, just moved up off the practice squad out of Youngstown State.
See who covered on that one?
Yeah, that was Myles Garrett.
Not just a pass rusher. Look at him with the agility in the open field to turn into a space defender and knock that one away. Trust me, Ian, if Cleveland wins this game, he's going to be asking the coaches to run this play back.
Taking a beating. Back in position again, 3rd and 6. Garrett was back in for this play, and it's thrown incomplete. And Garrett was close to getting to Mahomes. So one play after looking like it might be questionable whether we'd see him again, he misses just the one play.
Well, and this right here, he's going to throw this ball to Kelsey if he doesn't get that kind of pressure, but he isn't allowed to wait that extra second. You see Mahomes he'd be throwing it on this down and the next one.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Penny fields the low snap. They're still going to throw. They're going to sack him, and Garrett comes in and gets him. Myles Garrett, far from 100%, comes in and makes the play, but this will run it down to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 3rd and 14 out of it.
Well, you're going to see Garrett comes flying in, great pressure inside to get it, but watch Kelsey, he's about to throw it here, and he does the wrong thing, and he knows it, and he looks at it and he goes, no, I can't believe that.